Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we'll be doing chapter 10, the opulence of the Absolute. Slope 10.37, 10.37. Vrishninam Vasudevo Asmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam api aham vyasa Kavinam Usana Kavi Vrishninam Vasudeva Asmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam api aham vyasa Kavinam Usana Kavi Vrishninam Vasudevasmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam api aham vyasa Kavinam Usana Kavi Okay, word for word translation. Vrishninam, of the descendants of Vrishni. Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Krishna in Dwarka. Asmi, I am. Pandavanam, of the Pandavas. Dhananjaya, Arjuna. Munina, of the sages. Api, also. Aham, I am. Vyasa, Vyas, the compiler of all Vedic literature. Kavina, of all great thinkers. Usana, Usana. Kavi, the thinker. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Of the descendants of Vrishni and Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas and Arjuna, of the sages and Vyas, and among great thinkers and Usana. Please repeat after me. Of the descendants of Vrishni, From Vasudeva and of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyas. Among great thinkers, I am Usina. Purpose. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Baldev is Krishna's immediate expansion. Both Lord Krishna and Baldev appeared as sons of Vasudeva. So both of them may be called Vasudeva. From another point of view, both Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. All the forms of Krishna that appear elsewhere are his expansions. Vasudeva is Krishna's immediate expansion. So Vasudeva is not different from Krishna. It is to be understood that the Vasudeva referred to in this verse of Bhagavad Gita is Baldev or Balram, because he is the original source of all incarnations, and thus he is the sole source of Vasudeva. The immediate expansions of the Lord are called Swamis, personal expansions, and there are also expansions called Vibhinamsh, separated expansions. Among the sons of Pandu, Arjuna is famous as Dhananjaya. He is the best of men and therefore represents Krishna. Among the Munis or learned men conversant in Vedic knowledge, Vyas is greatest because he explained Vedic knowledge in many different ways for the understanding of the common mass of people in this age of Kali. And Vyas is also known as an incarnation of Krishna. Therefore, Vyas also represents Krishna. Kavis are those who are capable of thinking thoroughly on any subject matter. Among the Kavis, Usna, Sukracharya, was a spiritual master of the demons. He was an extremely intelligent and far-seeing politician. Thus, Sukracharya is another representative of the opulence of Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnana Janana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dino Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gauragi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalparupyascha Kripa Sindhu Viracha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vrishninam Vasudeva Asmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam Api Aham Vayasa Kavinam Usana Kavi. So in Slok 2.2, again repeated in 10.1, that gives the definition of Bhagavan. We have gone through this many times, but it is very important to understand what Bhagavan actually means. That definition was given by whom? Parasar Muni. The Sanskrit word Bhagwan is explained by the great authority Parasar Muni, the father of Vyasadeva. The Supreme Personality who possesses all six opulences in unlimited quantities. Six opulences being what? All riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation is called Bhagwan. A person who has all these qualities is classified as Bhagwan, and in unlimited quantities. These opulences attract us. The point of showing this or displaying this opulences is to know how great someone is. There is a story which goes there was this billionaire and he came to a small village, very small village, and he's talking to the villager and saying, "Oh, I have so many companies. I travel by planes and helicopters. I stay in skyscrapers. I have so many cars." And the villager is just looking at him, trying to figure out what is he trying to say. All those words seemed very impressive to the villager, but he did not understand a single word of it. He knew that the person was great, but did not realize how great he was, unless and until he mentions this to this villager, explains to him what it is and how it is. The same scenario is us. The billionaire is Krishna and we are the villagers. We have no idea of the splendor, the opulences which Krishna has in his Dham. And here he is just displaying just a glimpse of it. So this is what it is. All these opulences were displayed by Krishna when he came on this earth. He displayed lifting over the Govardhan with his left finger. He displays his wealth with so many palaces for his wives, and he had so many children, and he displayed extreme knowledge and vairagya as well. So all these opulences have been displayed by Krishna, and the whole idea is to attract to those greatness of his. When Krishna was present on this earth, he displayed all the six opulences. That in itself should enable us to think of Krishna at all times. That should make us think of Krishna at all times, just to realize how great Krishna is. All these opulences, if you keep in mind, you will keep on remembering Krishna, how great it is. As instructed by Krishna in 9.34, he says, engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Be completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. He is also saying, when you do this, you will come to me. So the whole idea is, he is giving you the method by which you can reach him. He is displaying his various opulences so as to encourage us, to make us guide and focus onto his greatness so we can think of him at all times. That is what is required for our bhakti. But the biggest, as we have four imperfections. All mankind is faced with four major imperfections. The first being illusion. We consider ourselves to be the body. We are Atma. But we keep on thinking ourselves to this body, and we carry on doing all the activities concerning the body and nothing for the Atma. So that is the first illusion or the first imperfection which we have. Second, there is a propensity to cheat. Right? We are very prone to keep on saying wrong things and cheating others as well. Then we have a propensity to make mistakes, to err. We have propensity to err. And the final, we have imperfect senses. Our senses are imperfect. We are not able to perceive everything. There is a range we can look at. Our eyesight, we can probably see, I can see you sitting there, but I can't see someone on the other side of this building. There are people there, but I will not be able to see. I don't have the sight to see that. I don't have the means to see that. Again, ears. I have limited capacity to hear. There are certain disciples below which I will not be able to hear, even if I try. There are dogs who can hear that, but I will not be able to hear. Then there is a range, upper range, where above that I will not be able to hear. So all the senses which we have, all the five senses have deficiency in it. Our senses are imperfect. So these opulences which Bhagavan is trying to show us and trying to make us appreciate is sometimes not having the desired effect. Those senses are not capable of appreciating. So you have to develop to see God from within, to see God. Not from your own eyes, because as it says in the next chapter, in chapter 11, that the brightness of God is so much, it is like thousands of sun coming out at the same time. So you are not going to be able to see. Even one single sun you can't see in the direct daylight. You are not able to see. And what happens if there are thousands such suns coming up? You will not be able to see. So Bhagavan is saying to see Him through His bhakti, through His, as if seeing from within. Right? So there are many slokas in the Gita where Krishna mentions that He is the cause of the entire creation. So many places He has mentioned that He is the cause of the entire creation. 9.4, by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. 9.10, this material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and elevated again and again. 10.8, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. 10.32, of all creations, I am the beginning, the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. So, all this is points that Krishna is everywhere. He is confirming that He is in each and every atom. But because of our imperfections, because we are not trained in the right manner, we are not able to see this. We are not able to perceive what the greatness of Krishna, how great he is. So Arjuna is understood, but for the sake of common people, he requested Krishna to tell us in detail. He asked him in 10.16, he says, please tell in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. And in 10.17, O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? So he himself is understood because he is seeing Krishna through devotional eyes. His service he has done and he is able to perceive. But for the sake of us, he is asking Krishna to list down various opulences through which we can perceive Krishna. So, Krishna obliged, and in this chapter 10, he has mentioned 82 opulences. In various parts of the Gita, in chapter 7, in chapter 9, he has mentioned quite a few opulences. But in this particular chapter, he has listed 81 opulences. Krishna has also mentioned only those which are prominent. The list is endless. The list is endless. But for you to focus on the most prominent ones, the most easily perceivable by us, he has mentioned 82 of this. So in today's sloka, right, we come to the first one, which he says, of the descendants of Vishnu and Vasudeva. So it is to be understood that Vasudeva mentioned in is Baldev or Balram. Why that is so? It is explained because Balram is the first incarnation of Krishna. We have gone through this. The first expansion of Krishna comes Balram. Which side is it? On the left side or the right side?
Right. Right side.
Is it on the right side? On the right side is Balram.
Left side is Radharani.
And left side is Radharani. All the expansions of Radharani comes on the left side, and on the right side is Balram and all his expansions. From Krishna, first expansion is Balram, and then it goes to Vasudeva, Sankasan, Pradyuman, and Aniruddha. These in turn go to Narayan. And Narayan again splits into four. Again the same names. Vasudeva, Sankasan, Pradyuman, and Aniruddha. And from Sankasan, we have the Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is lying in the coastal ocean, breathes out and breathes in various universes. So many universes, every breathing he takes in, all the universes are annihilated. When he breathes out, new universes are being created. So the life of each universe is basically the time between his coming out and going back in. That much, and that amounts to trillions of years. Right? So that is what it is. Then there is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, where Brahma is created. In each universe, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Dakshaya Vishnu comes in and creates Brahma. Brahma goes up the lotus navel and goes on top, and he is the secondary creator. He creates the rest of the universe. Then there is Shirvadakshaya Vishnu, where Vishnu enters into each and every atom. There is Lord Shiva, who is there to annihilate the whole destruction afterwards. So what I'm trying to get at is the whole sequence is there starting from Balram. Starting from Balram, from Krishna is the cause of all causes. Krishna is there, then it is Balram. Balram is all that. So all the descendants are called the Vishnu ones. So this is what the first opulence which has been given here. Second one, of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Why Arjuna has been classified as the best among the Pandavas? Normally the thing would be there are 5 Pandavas and the topmost or the best or the eldest was Yudhishthira. So why didn't Bhagwan mention Yudhishthira but actually mention Arjuna? So he says Arjuna is the best among the Pandavas. He is the bravest and the best. He is non-envious. He is the constant companion of Krishna and the greatest devotee of Krishna. So, and we are getting this knowledge because no one else but he is the first recipient of this knowledge. He requested Bhagwan to guide him when the Mahabharata was taking place, asked him, and Bhagwan recited the Gita to him. So he is the greatest devotee. So that is why he said that of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Right? Okay. Of the sages, I am Vyasdev. Vyasdev is the son of, who is the son of Satyavati and Parasa Muni. I mentioned Parasa Muni earlier. He is the one who gave us the definition of Bhagwan. He is the son of Parasa Muni and Satyavati. Vyasdev compiled the Mahabharata, Brahma Sutra, rearranged the Vedas into 4 disciples, 18 Puranas, etc. The word Vyas means to compile and to arrange. So that's why he was called Ved Vyas. Right? And the Ved, because he compiled the Vedas, but later on the Ved disappeared and it was only called Vyasa. Considered to be the literary incarnation of the Lord. Vyas played a crucial role in the Mahabharata. How? How did he play a crucial role in the Mahabharata? When the lineage was cut off after the death of 2 sons of Satyavati and King Shantanu. When the whole idea was in old times, they always wanted a male child to continue forward the whole lineage. So Satyavati wanted her 2 sons who were born through with Shantanu, King Shantanu, to continue. But both of them passed away. So now, who was to be done? Now Shantanu had a 3rd son, which was Bhishma, but through a previous wife. Right? So, but he had taken a vow not to get married, not to procreate and go further. So the lineage had stopped completely. There was no one. Then Satyavati said, I have a son from Parasa Muni called Vyasdev. So Vyasdev was called upon to sort out how to do it. So he said, okay, I will assist, and all the wives which was brought to get married to these 2 sons who had died, and they came forth. So from them, Dhritarashtra was born, then Andu was born, and then from the Dasi, Vidur was born. So the whole process continued because Vyasadeva was present at that time. So he played a very crucial role in the whole of it. And then finally, among great thinkers, I am Usna. Usna, he is called Asur Guru. He is called Asur Guru and known as Sukracharya. Right? He is the king, or not the king, but the priest of the demons. A spiritual master of the demons. He is extremely intelligent and is able to see what will happen in the future. He had that sense to know what is going to happen in the future. He advised Bali Maharaj, don't promise this to Vamana anything. He is Lord Vishnu. He has come to cheat you. Bali Maharaj became very enlightened. Oh, is he Lord Vishnu? He's talking about Vamana. But you have taught me that everything should be given to Vishnu. So if Vishnu has come to my door, why you are asking not to make any promise to him? So Bali rejected Sukracharya as a spiritual master. So that is not really accepted. You cannot reject a guru at any time. But it is considered a great sin, but he rejected on Shastric ground. And because of this, Bali Maharaj is considered one of the 12 Mahajans. So the role which all these people have played are worth noting, and Krishna is saying that I am those things. I am Arjuna. I am the descendant of Krishna. I am the Kavi Usna. Usna, somewhere I was reading, may not have been his known name. I think it was the name of his mother. His mother was called Usna, but he was classified as Usna only. But anyway, that's beside the point. So these are the things, and still at the end, one says, all this I mentioned, all these things are just a tiny fraction of my things, and what is of good to you, if at the end you don't come to Krishna. So the whole idea is of knowing this opulences is to go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Okay. ग्रंथराज भगवद गीता की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।